Wait. May tanong ako sa'yo.
Ano yun?
Ready ka na ba sa new episode?
Ako pa ba? Of course!
Nice! Chill lang tayo dito.
True! Ako may tanong din ako.
Sige, ano yun?
Bakit ba?
Ha? Anong bakit ba?
Bakit? VA. Where we talk about anything about virtual assistants, remote working, work from home life, and many more.
Kaya kung isa kang VA or gusto mong maging VA, para sa'yo tong podcast na to.
Welcome back everybody to another episode of Bakit VA, where we talk about virtual assistants and why it's the best option for you. So today is the continuation of our previous episode with Trisha Velasco here. So if you haven't watched that episode yet, make sure to click that button doon sa taas ni Trisha. Papakita dyan.
Yes.
Yan. Click nyo yan. And today, we are going to continue the set of questions we are asking Trisha. We have a list here. So this is all about virtual assistants. So our next question here from the last episode is the skills. So we're moving on to skills. Trisha, what are the skills that are usually needed when you are applying as a VA?
When you're applying as a VA, number one, dapat good communication skills because you are going to deal directly with the client and dapat you are confident enough to express yourself. Kasi kapag na-feel ng client mo na, alam mo yun, kabakabado tayo ng konti or hindi tayo ganun ka, mag-express ng sarili natin kapag kinakausap tayo ng client. Of course, there will be hesitations. And another thing, I think this is common naman na I don't think there's anyone else na hindi marunong gumamit ng computer, right? Or ng laptop.
Hindi ka pwede mag-VA kung hindi ka marunong.
Yes. Hindi ka pwede mag-VA kung hindi ka, tech savvy kahit papano. So, those are the two.
Paano kung cellphone lang? Like, for example, may mga VAs ba tayo na phone yung gamit?
Yes, there are VAs who can use cell phones. Pero, it depends sa client kasi and depende din dun sa task. Of course, we have our own security din naman to make sure na alam mo yun na nade-deliver talaga ng mga contractors natin yung task and yung expectations ng client. So one thing that our agency is implementing always is having a time tracker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if the task is, okay lang si client na walang time tracker, then yes, possibly our contractors, can use different devices like phones, tablets, they can. But, of course, if there will be time na talagang, alam mo yun, security din kasi hinahanap ng clients eh. They wanted to make sure na talagang nagtatrabaho talaga o ginagawa yung task. Of course, we make sure na dapat installed yung time tracker ng mga contractors natin sa devices nila.
Yeah. Sobrang important din no yung security. Very important din yun for contractors. Like what we've said nga in the previous episode na yung clients na nag-apply sa agencies or yung client na nag-hire ng VAs, of course, security, number one din yan sa priorities nila. And that is another one implication na gusto nila secured talaga yung or nakikita talaga nila yung ginagawa mo na productive ka. Let's move on to our second question na, do you really need to attend seminars or webinars about virtual assistants for more chances of getting hired by a client?
Well, for me, my opinion on that, it's not really necessary, but it's a plus.
Yeah.
Kasi mas lalawak pa yung knowledge mo when it comes to the virtual assistance world. Unlike kapag research lang. Yes, research is, something na good na rin. Kasi you have the glimpse or idea kung ano na talaga yung pinapasok mo. But then, of course, if you really wanted to grow your career on virtual assistance, much better din na mag-invest ka for seminars and trainings. Much better din yun kasi you're gonna build your profile or whatever platforms yung gamit mo to get a client. You need to build your profile kasi of course if yung profile mo walang laman, empty, wala kang ma-share na experience mo when it comes to the type of industry or skill sets na hinahanap ng isang client, mahirapan ka talagang, kumuha ng client. Yeah.
Well, dalawa lang naman yung pwedeng mangyari dyan. If you're in a VA agency, number one is yung client na maghahanap talaga ng may experience or nag-attend ng ganitong seminar, yung may ample knowledge ba sa field na gusto niyang ipagawa sa'yo as his or her virtual assistant. And another one is yung magre-rely na sila sa kung ano yung ipro-provide ng agency. Like, kayo nang bahala. Basta tatanggap ako ng VA sa inyo. I trust you guys. 'Di ba? But
yes,
for you to hit those two na para ma-secure mo din na magkaroon ka talaga ng client is sabi mo nga dapat talaga merong seminars or mag-attend din ng webinars. It's a plus, no?
Yes, it's a plus. It's
For
really
those-
a plus.
For those picky na na clients na maghahanap. Third question, do you really need to be a good English communicator to be a VA?
In my opinion, not really that, excellent when it comes to kasi we have levels naman ng sa communications, right?
Yes.
And even for, alam mo yun, yung sakto lang, as long as you can express yourself.
Paano yung
Lalo
sakto
na
lang?
kapag, kumbaga, paano ba natin explain yung sakto lang?
Paano yung sakto lang na Englishan, Trish?
Kasi we have level of
Yeah.
when it
Kumbaga
comes
yung-
in speaking English, 'di ba?
Kumbaga yung
And-
nakakaintindi and nakakapagpaintindi naman ng gusto niyang ipaintindi. In
Yes,
English.
correct.
Yan.
Yes, correct. Kasi imagine maraming nag-start sa BPO industry na hindi talaga marunong mag-English, right?
Yes.
And parang doon na lang din sila
Nahasa.
nahasa.
Oo.
Oo. And with the VA naman, alam mo yun, as long as na-express mo yung sarili mo, of course, since we are dealing with the client, hindi naman kailangan na super lalim mong mag-English or yung mga words na kailangan mong gamitin is, alam mo yun, parang out sa vocabulary mo.
Yeah.
Tipong makikita mo lang talaga sa dictionary at kailangan
Benevolence,
mo
mga ganun.
Correct. Mga ganun. Not necessarily na ganun. As long as you can express yourself on basic English, it's good. It's
Well,
already good.
I think depende din siguro if yung gagawin mo as a VA is communicator, then need mo talaga din na maging good communicator. But if you're
Yes,
doing, parang back office tasks, kahit yung mga basic lang siguro, hindi naman kailangan na sobrang galing mo mag-English, no?
Agree. Kasi, number one, provided na rin naman ng clients yung mga materials, especially kapag may involved na calls, pinaprovide na ng client yung script, so hindi ka na mahirapan. Kasi hindi lang naman pure voice yung ino-offer ng virtual assistants.
Yes.
We can also check for those non-voice. So basically, doon may na ngayon, 'di ba? May mga chat GPT na.
Oh,
so
yeah.
basically, mas madali na para
Kalaban.
sa mga
Ay, akala ko kalaban. Sabihin mo. Kalaban ng virtual assistants. Well, different pa din yung tao talaga yung VA mo, 'di ba? So, may mga clients pa rin na ganun talaga yung hinahanap. Kasi medyo robotic pa si ChatGPT eh.
Oo din, pero it's another
tool, no?
Yun din yung tool na ginagamit ng mga virtual assistants ngayon.
Yes.
And another thing is marami ng help ngayon no? Mga resource mga resource na mga virtual assistants ngayon, hindi lang chat GPT, mga ganon, hindi lang ganon. And ayun, it's not really necessary unless picky yung client mo.
Mm-mm.
Well, of course, hindi kung nasa agency ka, hindi ka naman isasalang ng agency mo sa mga clients na parang for example, itong client na to medyo strong personality. So, yung hanap nito medyo edge na contractor. Of course, that's why we do the filtering. So,
Yes.
syempre, si contractor na ganito, sakto lang yung English niya, ganito, ganyan. We can already endorse as long as tailor fit naman yung
Skills
yung
ba?
skills, yes.
Mga skills na needed ni client. Kasi nandun yun, di ba? If magkakaroon man ng interview with the pooling sa client, meron talagang mga skills na hinahanap din si client. And kapag in-invite kayo, if nasa agency namin kayo or sa kahit anong agency pa yan, and if na-invite kayo for this interview, ibig sabihin, na-filter na kayo na yung skills nyo
Yes.
for the client din talaga. So, galingan nyo na lang
Yes.
sa interview.
Ang mahirap lang minsan kapag picky yung client. Of course, hindi naman maiwasan na syempre naghahanap sila ng ng someone who is, English accent talaga. Yun yung medyo challenging lang din sa atin. But of course, we always back up our contractors kasi hindi naman tayo magbibigay ng contractors sa clients na alam mo yun na mapapahiya ka. Dun pa lang sa portion ng communication. So,
may mga din kasi, di ba? May mga magaling sa interview pero kapag sa work na, wala na.
Agree, correct. May mga magaling lang sa interview, mga ganun din. And sa agency natin, we wanted to make sure na hindi lang sa interview magaling yung mga contractors natin.
Yes.
Kasi we're building something here, or we're building the agency or the company. We want growth not only for our for the company itself but for our contractors din. Kaya kahit nakapag alam mo yun, for example, may mga contractors tayo na ilang beses na natin nasalang pero hindi pa rin nakukuha. We have our steps there to help the contractors.
Yeah.
And especially kapag nagsasend tayo ng mga recordings, so of course, we give advice, we give tips, and we advise our contractors to re-record themselves, mga ganon. During their interview, we provided feedback as well na next time, bawi ka, ito yung portion na kailangan mong i-highlight, mga ganon ba? To make sure na, alam mo yun, we will be able to provide them. Kasi it's not just the agency who's going to work on, hindi lang naman tayo yung kailangan gumawa ng paraan. It's both contractors' effort and the agency's effort.
Yes.
So, tulungan lang din.
Tama. Well, yun nga, maganda talaga kapag meron kang agency, guys, kasi meron kang support system din. Na hindi yung nagsasarili ka na ano nga ba yung mga areas of improvement ko after nung interview kanina.
Especially kapag starter ka or entry level ka sa virtual world. Virtual assistants.
I think yung mga wala talagang experience pa sa virtual assistants, agency talaga yung first na pupuntahan nila. Kasi I think sobrang negative na makuha sila outside, no, na mag-isa kapag walang experience.
Yes, correct. Unless may kasama ka sa bahay na nag-virtual assistant na.
Referral, no? I-refer ka.
Referral, mga ganun. Oo, pwede. But, especially sa mga entry level, I highly advise for you guys to, join an agency or apply to an agency or company, hiring virtual assistants.
Yeah. So if you wanna apply to our virtual assistant agency, you can send your resumes at recruitment@vaflix.com. All right. So moving on to our last question. Is it too late to be a VA in 2023?
Are you a skilled virtual assistant looking for your next opportunity? Join our team at VA Flix, where we provide top-notch virtual assistant services to busy professionals. As a member of our team, you'll have the opportunity to work with a variety of clients and gain valuable experience in the field. Send us an email at recruitment@vaflix.com. What are you waiting for? Apply as a virtual assistant at VAFlix today, where your skills and expertise are valued.
No, kasi ang virtual assistants world, hindi tayo namimili ng age. Though, sabihin natin, advantage ng mga millennials, ng mga mas, alam mo yung mga bata pa na mag-virtual assistants. But, the age doesn't matter kapag nag-virtual assistant ka. As long as yung skill set mo will tailor fit dun sa job posting ng client, that's not gonna be a problem. Kung kahit 50 ka na or 60 ka na, as long as you can do the job, you can deliver what is expected by the client from you, it's all good.
Right. But what can you say naman about, the virtual assistant industry being overly saturated na ngayon? Parang ganun. Na parang ang dami nang nagsisilabasan or ang dami nang naghahanap or nag-a-apply or gusto maging VA. Do you think advisable pa na itry mag-VA this 2023?
Yes, it's still advisable kasi even though sabihin natin humupa na yung pandemic in any locations or kahit saang bansa, kahit sabihin natin na back to business na lahat yung physically may nag-open na yung mga offices and all, there are madami pa din clients na they prefer to get virtual assistants. Why? Kasi it's more convenient. They don't need to go to physical office. They don't need to go to physical office kahit nasa bahay sila or kahit nakabakasyon ka pa. As long as you have your equipment, you have the internet connection, you can do the job. And yun yung hinahanap ng mga clients ngayon na anytime, kung ano man yung preferred ng client na oras ka magtatrabaho, as long as you can be able to commit to it, go. So basically, parang kaya nga naging boom yung virtual assistants dito sa Pilipinas din kasi alam mo yun, it's not really necessary for you to go to an office. Hindi mo kailangan, alam mo yun, we're working on the convenience sa bahay or kung nasan man tayo. And most of the client prefer someone na makukontak nila agad or like kapag kinontak nila yung contractor na kailangan ko palang, I need you to finish this, mga ganon. So, instant, nandun na. And unlike kapag nasa, corporate, there are only specific times or may specific na oras lang yung trabaho. So, kapag may urgent yung mga clients na ipagawa or whatnot, they still need to wait for yung kung anong oras man yung shift mo.
At saka matipid tayo mga Pilipino. Kung mahal yung gas, mas prefer talaga natin na mag-work from home.
Yes,
matipid
correct.
tayo. Well, ikaw ba, personally, feeling mo ba mas nakakatipid ka na nag-work from home ka or?
Ako, yes.
Talaga?
Kasi, oo. Aside from, kasi given naman,
Kasi
for
kuryente
example,
mo, di ba?
kuryente mo.
Ah.
Hindi naman ganun kabigat yung, kunyari laptop yung gamit mo, hindi naman ganun kabigat yung consume ng laptop sa kuryente. Unlike kapag company, may expenses sila na electric bill, mga ganun. Mas malaki. Tapos yung pagkain mo pa. Kapag nasa bahay ka, hindi ka nagagastos. Pag may stock ka, magluluto ka na lang. Relax ka pa.
Well, siguro mas nakakatipid sa time, no? Tipid din sa time. Kasi importante naman kasi yung time eh. I mean, kung mas marami kang nagagawa na nasa bahay ka lang, di ba?
Yes, actually I have a lot of friends sa Manila na before BPO sila, they transitioned or they transferred to being a virtual assistant. Ang sinasabi nila sa akin, number one na hindi nila nami-miss, traffic.
Then yeah.
Oo, kasi you don't need to, to travel.
Mm.
Sa bahay ka lang. Alam mo yun, kahit wala kang ligo, ayan na naman tayo sa ligo. Or
Hindi magiging easier.
kahit kagigising mo lang, you just
Okay
open
lang,
your
tama.
equipment, go na,
Oo,
oh. And
tama ka
there's
din.
no need, less time consuming. Ayun nga, hindi ka mamamasahe, hindi ka
Mm.
mapapagod sa biyahe.
Well, that
Sarap.
is on us, no? Kapag, saying na hindi pa too late maging virtual assistant kasi maraming good factors. But aside from that, I think sa sobrang dami din ng mga virtual assistant or aspiring virtual assistants ngayon na nag-apply, na naghahanap ng clients, ganoon din kadami yung mga clients out there na naghahanap ng virtual assistants. So, meron kang mahanap eventually. So, magkakaroon ka
Yes,
din ng VA. Well, mas mabilis kung nag-agency ka.
correct. And even yung mga starters na outsourcing,
Mm,
though established na sila sa US, but they are starting to offer their job here virtually.
yes.
Even those outsourcing starters na company, they are investing on having VAs na.
Yes.
Unlike, I mean, baka one day yung mga call centers natin mag-transition na yung account nila sa virtual, alam mo yung virtual assistant task na.
Oo.
Kasi kahit yung mga clients na na nakapag-establish na, they prefer virtual assistants.
Yes, tama. Nauuso na, no? So, hindi na lang
Yeah.
siya personal assistant. Hindi na siya personal VA. May mga
Yes,
parang VA ka na ng company. Ganun.
Yes, correct. Even well-established companies are already looking into VAs na.
Oo. And convenient sa kanila mag-hire sa Philippines kasi mababa yung rate sa Philippines, di ba? Compared to
Yes,
kapag nag-hire sila doon.
correct. And kung i-compare yung rate doon, malaki yung rate nila doon.
Mm.
Mas nakakatipid talaga yung mga clients natin
Kapag Philippines, no?
kapag Philippines, kapag
Oo.
Filipino virtual assistants. But of course, with our agency, we wanted to make sure na fair tayo dun sa mga contractors natin based sa skill sets nila, and we don't want to compromise din naman na magbibigay tayo ng magaling na contractor sa mga clients for a lower rate. Of course, it's a no-no because we're providing quality ones naman. So, fair lang.
That's nice. All right. So again, guys, it's not too late yet to apply as a virtual assistant in 2023, 2024, 2025. In the future, dadami pa, sabi ni Trisha, dadami pang virtual assistants. So,
Yes, guys. So,
yes.
yung mga gustong dyan, work from home, mas convenient para sa kanila na yung ganitong trabaho. I encourage you guys to do it. Age doesn't matter as long as you can deliver the task. Especially kung, tawag dito, nasanay naman kayo sa mga admin tasks. We have a lot of clients out there looking for, admin virtual assistants who can do admin tasks. And we don't think that age will
be an
be a
issue.
hindrance.
Yeah.
Yes, will be an issue.
All right. So
May
we're
mga
good.
contractors nga tayo. Oo,
Ah, yeah.
may mga contractors nga tayo na,
May pahabol ka
alam
pa
mo
pala.
yun, oo.
Sige, go. Ano yan? Sige.
Para naman mas ma-encourage sila,
Yes,
especially kapag alam naman nila na they have the skills and all. May mga contractors tayo na 40, and even, I think, meron din na nasa 50 plus.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
Yes,
we have.
Kapag 17, ganyan, pwede ba?
17?
Pwede ba kapag
Underage tayo.
Underage na.
Underage tayo, ganun.
Doon
Of
tayo
course,
magkaka-issue.
doon tayo magkaka-issue.
Yun lang. So guys, kapag 17 years old kayo, 1 year pa, pwede na.
Isang taon pa, mag-wait kayo.
Alright. So I think we're good na, Tricia. No? We are able to answer naman the questions na sinend sa atin ng ating listeners. And we also have, again guys, we have a part 1. If you haven't watched that yet, check nyo lang, nakaano siya dyan sa letter I dyan sa taas. Check nyo lang dyan. Yan. So thank you so much, Trisha, for joining me today to this amazing episode of Bakit VA. I hope you
Thank you,
can
Ben.
I hope you can join me again in the next episode or the next
Yes,
episodes.
true.
Sobrang dami nating natutulungan dito sa Bakit VA kasi may mga nagme-message na din na nagre-request ng topics na na gusto nilang mapakinggan na i-discuss natin. So I hope again, yeah, seryoso sana maka-join ka pa sa next episodes natin dito
Yes,
sa
of
Bakit VA.
course.
Narinig yun, guys. So
Oo
expect
naman.
more Trisha episodes here sa Bakit VA. So do you have any final words before we end the episode, Trisha?
Yes, for those who wanted to try on, exploring the virtual assistants world, it's not too late, guys. You can always start anytime you want. And as we said earlier, age doesn't matter here in the virtual assistants world. So, apply lang kayo, or as we mentioned earlier, you can do it solo as well.
Mhm.
Pwede kayo mag-solo, pero as much as possible, as we recommend, you join or you apply on a certain agency or company para mas mapabilis and mas mapadali yung pag-enter nyo sa virtual assistance world. So, ayun lang naman for me, and hope the things that we discussed today will be a big help for you guys, and we have a lot more for you guys to listen to.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Trisha, for joining the episode. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, guys!
Hello, aspiring VAs and all our listeners out there. Na-enjoy nyo ba ang episode na to? Check nyo rin yung iba and abangan nyo yung mga next episodes. We really love to hear from you. At dahil dyan, baka may mga suggestions or topics kayo na pwede naming pag-usapan, send us an email at admin@vaflex.com if you're listening to Spotify or any podcast platforms. And for our YouTube people, you can comment down below and we'll answer all your questions on our next episodes. See ya!